think everybody has the right to an opinion. And I think that, I'll listen to anybody. We don't have to agree, but, we're adults, so we can have a debate, a discussion. I'm not mad. Just because we disagree on something doesn't mean I don't like you personally.
And then everybody, we can go all the way down to Raffi. I don't know if you watched Raffi, one of the creators, As Above, So Below. Man, sorry, but when the stages of him putting some shit out some of that stuff was, you can't turn it down. Like a lot of these creators, man, really dug and they went into some family affairs and friends and found connections and the theories. A lot of them, I don't care if they were wrong, they were possibles. Those theories were possibles, and just about every one of them theories had a chance in the race of being what happened.
Right.
So, I don't blame anybody's theory or what their opinion was or anything, because it was all about trying to find out who did this.
Right. And you know what really made me so angry about that document drop is it's been all these years and they've, had everything closed off, and I'm reading it and there's really not that much. There wasn't any shockers for me. The more shocking thing is only about Richard Allen and his treatment. But as far as the PCA and stuff, I'm like, so?
If you really had something in a PCA, put it down there.
Right. The only thing I really learned
if you don't want speculation, show the cards a little.
Exactly.
If you don't want all this talk and you don't want all this commotion with it, I bet the lawyers are watching. Somebody from the defense is watching a lot of these podcasts, picking up pointers on questions that might be asked, blah, blah, blah. How would it be answered? Timelines. Somebody's taking notes.
Mm-hmm. And I think it's helpful because you think about how many people, man hours, have to go into something. If you've got a lot of people voluntarily finding connections, well, maybe from the get-go that this person isn't involved. Well, you don't have to follow that trail. But look, you've got a lot of people doing your work for you. And not because you're lazy, but because that's a lot of man hours and they have other jobs besides just to sit and figure out one case.
Yeah, yeah.
So you would think it would be helpful.
And then there's not one person, one creator that come out there with an inside scoop. It was all something that was discussed in the first months. And most of it was all talked about. If you were in them early on Facebook pages and you were a Doug Rice fan and a lot of that stuff was already exposed, and a lot of them have tried to take credit for other people's work, and other people's statements. And they really ran with it. They were the founder of the information.
Right.
No, most of that shit all come out from town exposure, from the town talking in the beginning.
Yeah. I'm sure.
And then it just become hush hush. Mom still lives there. I got children there, and my brother lives there. But hell, they don't even talk about it, man. It's not even
Well, just because people have speculated, and I don't like unfounded speculation. But since Derek, what do you think his motive is for not speaking or giving any statements?
Well, Derek had been in a lot of trouble. It ain't no lie or mystery that Derek cooked dope, and Derek was a dope dealer, and Derek had dope problems. I dealt dope for Derek. I done dope with Derek. When we were wrestling teammates, we were buddies for life. But that last round around 2014, I'm pretty sure 2015, Derek started to straighten his life up. And even right before the murders, a year or two before the murders, he was kind of on the right track again. So Derek had been through a lot, man. And then I have a similar instance. My middle child, my mother was ended up adopting her. So I can relate to Becky having guardianship of Libby. And right. I've always had a common sympathy or heartfelt thing, because me and Derek went through the same thing with our parents, with our children, because our lives were a mess and kind of unmanageable during some times. And the way our parents, my mother, my situation didn't turn out so good. Mom having adoption, and then Derek's situation, hell, his daughter ended up dead. But Derek's smart. He's very smart. Like in school, like he was not the valedictorian, but he was very academically smart. And like, I'm not saying anything, but he just knows not to bring that in his life full, like front and center. Like he's not going to get on the stage and say anything for nobody.
Yeah.
Not that it's going to incriminate him in any way. He just, he's not that type of guy.
Well, that's kind of what I wondered. You know, some people, I don't, you know, I'm a different kind of person. Obviously I talk, but some people just, and that's a very hard thing to talk about is your,
like,
your
man,
daughter.
Yeah, man. Like, I imagine he was our heavyweight. We called him Beef. I mean, he's not somebody you want to get a hold of you. He's a big boy. Like, it's somebody you want to piss off. It's not somebody you want to get in topic of that's feelings are going to come out and emotions, and he might show you a little rage. You know, he might show you a little rage.
Yeah.
I don't know, you know, like, but I know him, and I know he's not going to get out there and talk about nothing to nobody.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't, you know, especially if anything that you have done in the past is suspect. I don't blame him. I just wondered because people always,
you know, like that's up. You know, and there is speculations, and I've been a part of it. I've been a part of putting it out there that, you know, possibly this was a drug thing. You know, I was around when Christy Martin got busted, and Derek and her were together, and all that dope come up missing, and you know, and she was involved. She was involved with the sons of Odin. She was dating one. So, you know, all this shit, theories that, yeah, man, there really could have been that. It really could have. Yeah. It really could have been that stuff. You know, it really surprised me, this Richard Allen thing. Like, I know there's gays and stuff that lurk the parks, older men and stuff that have lurked the parks of Delphi for years. But, like, as far as, like, a man out on the trail stalking little girls and stuff, that's kind of out of the ordinary for Delphi.
Yeah.
That was way come by surprise.
Well, I mean,
and I'm still not 100%. Oh, that's Richard Allen for sure. No, you know, then they got him, and no, like there's still a slight chance in the back of my mind that maybe that's still not the guy.
Yeah, I mean, I still wonder too. Jinx is on stream.
I see Jinx. Hey, Jinx.
Hi.
What's up, girl?
Hi, darling. How are y'all?
Oh, good.
I've got also Nobleman Jake. He looks like similar to the same guy that popped up a while ago. So I'm not adding him to the stream unless anybody can vet him. Again, you're not going to make me mad. And look, you jackwagon. I'm not going to say anything else on here. When the replay comes out, I will cut you out. Like, you're not going to stop me from getting plays.
I'm going to run. I'm going to run, girls. My mom's going to be showing up, and they're going to need help parking this damn camper.
Okay, hey, 4Pitts, I would love to have like another.
Oh, I got so much. I got stories to tell. Good. There just ain't enough time.
Hey, okay.
I want to go on with Ruckus and tell some stories, some real stories.
Hey, I need to have Ruckus on too. But look, what about next Tuesday evening? Can you make it next Tuesday evening?
Yeah, man, I'll come on. I'm getting into this a little bit. I stood back and watched y'all make asses of yourself long enough. I gotta get a part of this. I gotta be a piece of this shit.
Hey, you are welcome. I'll give you. It'll probably be about 6 Central, like it was tonight. I'll get with you.
I'll keep my eye out.
Okay.
All right, Jinx. You have a good night.
Bye, sugar.
Later.
Oh my goodness.
Silky, if you want to add that